What's going on, guys? This is Joe with Hendo Daily, and today I got a review for a new product I just got. My wife picked this up for me a couple days ago, and essentially she said she went onto Amazon, typed in EDC, and started scrolling. And this is what she found and thought I would like it, so I'm giving it a try. I've seen these advertised before, I think on Facebook and maybe even scrolling through Amazon, but never something I really looked twice at or thought about carrying. But I carried it, used it yesterday. I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna give it a try. But here we go. So this is an EDC belt organizer. So a lot of you have probably seen these before. Like I said, something that I've seen in passing and in scrolling, but never really considered or looked at. Wasn't sure if I'd like it or what the deal is. But like I said, I wore it all day yesterday. I've been wearing it today, and I just want to go over a quick review of it. So first up, you've got your little pen holder on the side here, which I do really like, having somewhere to actually store my pen and not just throw it in my pocket. I've just got a Fisher Space pen, just the original black in there. And then on the basically on the setup it showed online, it showed a pocket knife dangling in this front part right here. So I threw my wee mini malice in there just because this is one of my all-time favorite knives. This was my grail knife, so I'm going to carry that. Then it's got a spot for a flashlight. I've got my Olight i3T2 in there. It could fit an i5T for sure, if not something bigger like a Streamlight or something like that. So plenty of room for a good size EDC flashlight. And then there is this spot to the big pocket that you can push out for your multi-tool. Now, if any of you have already watched any of my previous videos, you'll see that my last video I uploaded was actually me talking about how I probably would not carry a multi-tool anymore because of my job and my daily needs. I don't really have the need for a multi-tool. And it was something that was taking up room in my pockets or on my belt or whatever else. And I just didn't use it that much, so I put it to the side. And then my sweet loving wife gets me this, and I see that there's this perfect slot for the multi-tool in there. So regardless, I'm trying it out, I'm carrying it, and I've enjoyed it yesterday and today so far. But kind of going back on what I said in my last video about not carrying a multi-tool, but for now I'm going to carry it for the sake of trying out this new EDC belt organizer. So we're going to go with that. And then last but not least, there is the key loop. So it came with this main hook and then two little hooks. So I just threw my car keys and then my other regular keys on there, and then just hooks onto this. Real simple. And basically how it runs through is belt goes through the back, and then you put it through a belt loop on your pants and then back around through that belt loop. So it kind of secures it in at 3 points. It's not sliding around too much. I'll put up a couple of pictures at the end of this video of how it fits on my belt and on my waist. All right, guys, so here it is on my belt. Like I said, I keep it kind of pushed back just over my right back pocket. And here is pocket knife, multi-tool, flashlight, pin, and lastly the keys. Now my only complaint kind of so far would be the keys being the farthest back. I kind of wish the keys and the pin were swapped, just because kind of reaching back there to get the keys back on, I usually gotta do a two-handed thing. But that's really my only nitpicky complaint, would be the keys being up front, so they're not fully back here. But as you can see, shirt covers it up pretty well. Very little bulge sticking off the side of my shirt, but there it is. To be honest, not something I would have bought for myself. Not that I don't like it or I hate it or think it's ugly or anything like that. Just I'm very picky, and sometimes that can work against me because I might pass something up that I would really enjoy and use, like this. So we're trying it out. I'm gonna try to wear it around, a few days this week and see how I like it, as long as it doesn't get in the way and it's comfortable. So far, yesterday, this leather padding spot up here was the only part that was kind of touching on my hip above my shirt, but it's soft enough. Didn't really feel it. Fit good when I was sitting in my car driving. Nothing really bunched up or was poking or prodding me or anything like that. So, and with the keys being loose and kind of dangling right there, they were able to just shift to the side whenever I'm sitting down anywhere. So far, my initial impressions would be that yes, I definitely like this. It holds everything that I need and frees up my pockets. So all I have is my wallet in my front pocket, and that's it. So as of now, this is the only thing that I'm carrying in my pockets, and it's kind of nice having the pockets freed up because, like I said, I don't really feel this sitting on my hip, and I carry it on my right side, just kind of the back, halfway above my back pocket, and right before where my front pocket starts. So it's pushed to the side, out of the way. Obviously, I'm right-handed, so I put it on my right side. Everything's easily accessible. Multi-tool slips right in there, and that was the Leatherman Wave Plus that I have in there. And then I have my, again, like I said, Olight i3T2. Throw my knife in there. I had my Benchmade mini griptilian in there yesterday, but either one's fine. They all fit. It fit my Spyderco Para 3 in there with no issues. It fit, what else did I put in there? It fit my Kaiser Escort. So, I mean, it's a decent sized front loop to throw a pocket knife on without any issues or bulking or sticking out too far. And then the pin on the side there. And honestly, everything fit great, and it's not too bulky. My shirt covers it up. The only thing that dangles out from my shirt are my keys, but that's not an issue for me because my keys dangle out on my regular setup anyway. So, all right. And the brand on this is Top Stash, looks like. Like I said, came from Amazon. My wife picked it up off there. So overall, a really great gift. I've enjoyed it the last day and a half. I'm going to keep wearing it. And again, for those of you that have watched any of my other videos, I still am carrying my Kaiser deckhand, the fixed blade. So right now, I've got this on my back, and then I put my Kaiser deckhand on my belt just in front of it because I am still going to carry that until the end of August to get used to carrying that fixed blade. So right now I've got a ton of stuff on my belt, but it really hasn't weighed my pants down or anything crazy like that. It hasn't been too bulky. A little bit extra for what I need right now, but I do really like this and I want to carry it. But I also really like the fixed blade that I got, so I'm going to continue doing my 2-week straight carry of my fixed blade. So that is the current setup. Again, multi-tool pocket, flashlight, pocket knife, small pin, and keys. And it's got this little dangling piece down there. Honestly, I don't know what that would be for. I'm not hooking anything to that because then it'd be hanging down, to almost my kneecap. But so Top Stash belt EDC organizer from Amazon. I'm not sure how much she paid for it, but it's been really great the last day and a half, so I'm going to keep wearing it, and I may just wear it during the week to work, or if I'm out on a hiking trip or something, that way I can have everything carried in one spot. But so far, I've really enjoyed it. Definitely check them out if you carry a lot of gear and you use a lot of this stuff every day, because like I said before, having my pockets empty really feels kind of nice. I just have my phone and my wallet, and that's it. So some days I miss the days of just having a phone and a wallet in my pocket. So it's kind of nice to have those freed up and not as bulky on my pants pockets as before. But regardless, if you are somebody that carries this much stuff every single day, where you have a pen, a light, a knife, a multi-tool, and your keys and all that, and you carry it and use it every single day, I would definitely recommend one of these if you haven't already. After I opened this up and saw it. I went online and was looking at a few more to see what kind of different setups there were, and there's a lot. There's some that can hold a lot more gear. There's some for like concealed carry of firearms if you have those. There was smaller ones to where it was just a knife and a light, but it was still a clip for your belt. So there was a ton of different ones of these that I had found once I actually went looking for them. But this one seems to be a good setup. And like I said, I think it's funny that, my last video I put up, I talked about not carrying a multi-tool anymore. But again, for the sake of trying this out and carrying it, just to see if it's something I would get used to wearing every day, I'm loading it up. I'm using every pocket that is intended on this thing, and I'm going to try it out for a little bit. So again, top stash EDC belt organizer off of Amazon. So far has been really great. So again, if you carry all this stuff on a daily basis, definitely recommend looking into one. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.